Morning, welcome to another yoga and practice session. Just a reminder for those people that haven't joined us before, obviously I am completing my yoga training course, so obviously not qualified, so it's just a bit of an opportunity for me to practice my yoga poses and teacher training. So I'll just get you all to start sitting down on your mat. Okay, hands can be on our knees, shoulders down and back. We can either do this with our eyes closed or our eyes open. I'm just going to start with our usual warm-up, just rolling that neck around in nice big circles all the way around, taking that head to each side, lowering it back, taking that chin towards our chest. Nice big neck rolls. And we're going to go in the other direction. So nice big circles in that other direction, opening up that neck, trying to get into a nice breathing pattern. So inhaling through that nose, exhaling through that mouth. That's it. Nice big circles. And when you're ready, we're just going to circle that body around, nice big circles. Tail in. That's it. Nice big circles around, moving that body in towards the front. That's it. Can you hear me? Right, let's circle that body in the other direction. And we'll come standing up. So coming up, we'll go into our sun salutation. So standing up, I'll just quickly change the screen. So I'm on the, there we go. Okay, so just coming up into our mountain pose. So reaching those arms all the way up nice and tall. And then folding down into our forward fold. Hands on the ground if we can. And we're just going to lunge that front foot back. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, bringing that chest up. Taking that other foot back into our downward dog. Stretching out those legs, slowly coming forward into our plank position. Coming down nice and slow into our upward facing dog. Tuck those toes under, back into downward facing dog. Lunging that same foot forward. Okay, stepping the other foot forward and slowly rolling back up, back to the start. So reaching up, folding down. Let's lunge that other leg back. Sitting up nice and tall. Step that other foot back into that downward dog. Feeling that stretch in our legs. Hovering forward, plank pose, and slowly coming down into our upward facing dog. Stretching out that chest. Tuck those toes under, back to our downward facing dog. Lunging that same leg forward. This time, if we can, I've forgotten, reaching those back away. And slowly coming down, step that other foot forward. And folding back up. Let's go one more time each side. So folding down. That's it. Lunging that front leg back again. Sitting up nice and tall. Other foot goes back, downward facing dog. Hovering into that plank position. Slowly coming down, upward facing dog. Toes tucking under, back to downward facing dog. And lunging that same foot forward, reaching those arms up again into that lunge position. Coming back down, stepping that other foot forward. Slowly rolling up. One more time on the other side. Reaching up, folding down. Back leg lunges back. Feeling that stretch in our leg. Other leg goes back, downward facing dog. Hover into plank. Slowly coming down. Upward facing dog. Tucking those toes under. Downward facing dog. Same foot lunges forward, reaching those arms up, taking them up towards the sky. Hands come down, stepping that other foot in, and slowly coming up. Rightio, into our standing strength. Okay, so we're going to come back into our warrior two. Okay, so one foot faces directly out towards the front, the other foot, the knee that's bent, facing out towards the side. It's going to lean those arms out. Okay, lunging into that leg. That front knee can go over those toes. Really reaching those arms up. That's it, standing up nice and tall and just feeling this stretch. And hold here for about 30 seconds. Really lengthen and deepen into that stretch, keeping that core nice and tight. That's it. And we're going to slowly lean forward. And we're going to lean back the other way. So still staying up nice and tall. Just slight leans forwards and backwards. Really reaching those hands out in front. That's it. And last one, we're going to take that arm straight up towards the sky, leaning over. That arm can either go straight or it can go on that thigh, stretching out that leg into our extended warrior. Rightio, we're going to come up into our triangle pose, so legs straight again, leaning out over nice and tall, back over, leaning over, this time with our legs straight. So option one, that hand can be straight up above, or if you want, we can take that hand behind, wrapping it behind our back and in towards our hip, opening up that chest. That's it. And slowly coming up. Rightio, let's go our warrior two into our other side. Okay, so that other foot faces the other way. Other foot reaching out, almost directing towards the front. And leaning over into our warrior two. Standing up nice and tall. Really reaching into those arms. Knee coming over that for those front two toes. And hold tight here. And when you're ready, slowly start leaning forwards and back out to the side. Slight shift to each side. And as we lean over, bring that arm up. So option one, we can take that hand down towards that calf, or we can rest it on our thigh. Really feeling that stretch in the side of our waist. That's it. And slowly coming up, straightening that knee now, okay? Reaching those arms up, same thing. Leaning over, nice straight body. And if you're ready, you can take that hand behind, wrapping it behind that back, down towards those hips, keeping that chest nice and open. And slowly coming up. Okay, we're just going to go into our floating half moon. So just plant one foot down on the ground, our hands reaching up. Okay, I'm just going to lean over and slowly lift up one of those feet, or that back foot, sorry, and leaning over. If your balance is better than mine, into our floating half moon and holding here. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up, that foot that we just had planted on the ground, this time it's going to come up. We're going to pop those hands behind us into our falling star, okay? So link those hands behind us. that foot that we just had on the ground, that comes up. I'm just going to lean back, opening up that chest. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Rightio, floating half a moon on the other side. So planting that other foot down on the ground, leaning over, slowly lifting up that back foot. Okay, trying to keep those arms nice and straight. Okay, and you can choose how high you want to lift up that foot. One side might be stronger than the other. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming up. Rightio, same thing. That foot we just had on the ground. We're going to lift that foot up, link those hands behind, lifting up that foot and leaning back, opening up that chest, working on that standing balance. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming down. Just going to finish here with our intense pose, so feet just outside of our hips. We're going to reach those arms up and coming down into our squat position. Trying to sit up nice and tall with those arms. And we're going to hold here for about 30 seconds. Nice deep breaths, inhaling through that nose, exhaling through that mouth. That's it, 10 more seconds. See if you can sit down a little bit deeper, reach those arms up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming up. Righty, we're going to go into our balance sequence now. Okay, so just going to lift one knee up. Okay, we're going to hold it with those hands in front. So you can either link those hands or hold it down towards those shins. Okay, working on that balance, holding that one knee up, taking it in towards that chest. Then we're going to slowly take it out towards the side. That's it. And we're going to slowly take that hand down towards our foot, leaning forward. I'll just go side on. So leaning forward as we have that foot behind us, reaching out. And then slowly let go of that hand on our foot, and we're going to our leaning dive forward pose. So lifting up that leg, reaching those arms back. Okay, and leaning forward. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. Rightio, over to the other side. So lifting up that other knee, holding it with our hands, drawing that knee in towards our chest, standing up nice and tall, working on that balance. Slowly taking that knee out towards the side. Feeling a nice little stretch in that inner thigh as well. Slowly move that hand down towards our foot and leaning forward.
Let me lean on you, Jack.
That's it. And when you're ready, letting go of that hand, letting go of that foot, sorry, leaning forward. That foot stays up nice and tall and those hands are back behind us. 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming up. Rightio, one more time on either side. Drawing that knee in, standing up nice and tall. See if we can bring that knee a little bit closer. And slowly out to the side. Moving that hand down towards that foot, leaning forward, taking that foot back. And if you can, leaning forward, so side on again. Leaning forward, hands go back, foot goes back. And slowly coming up. Last time on the other side, drawing that knee in, up towards our chest. Taking it out towards the side. Moving that hand down towards our foot. And leaning forward. Once you've got your balance here, letting go of that foot, taking those hands back and diving forward. 3, 2, 1, and up. We're going to do it one more time. At this time, we're not going to hold on to our knees with our hands. So just slowly bringing that knee up and out towards the side. Slowly taking it back, leaning forward, taking those hands back into that dive. 3, 2, 1, and up. Last one on the other side. No hands, so lifting that knee up. Taking it out towards the side. And slowly taking it back behind you. Leaning forward into that dive pose. 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming up. Last little bit with our balance before we go into our core, so just lifting up those heels, okay? Our hands are going to come back. It's going to open up. We can hold our hands or we can open them out to the side. Just coming up on those toes, opening up that chest, really reaching up towards the sky into our angel pose. Making sure we're trying to keep those heels off the ground. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and coming down. Rightio, down onto the ground. We're going to come into our abs series. Okay, so coming down onto our back. Our hands can be out towards the side. Get this out of the way. Okay, hands out towards the sky. We're just going to do our U-shaped scoop. Okay, so hands can come to the side, feet are up in the air. If you can, keep them nice and straight. We're going to slowly move them to one side and then slowly just making a little bit of a U shape with those legs. So the scooping over to each side, up and down. That's it. Nice U-shaped scoop. Trying to keep those shoulders down on the ground. Obviously, if that's too much, you can come down onto your hands or up onto your knees. Oh, what are these? Up onto your elbows, sorry. Up onto your elbows and do the same thing rather than lying down on the back. Okay, nice little scoops with those legs. That's it. Let's go 4 more each side. 3, 2, 1, and coming down. So again, you can still stay here on this, on the elbows, or coming back down onto our back. We're going to bring those feet up into our tabletop, and we're going to do 4 pulses up. So you're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to reach those arms back and those legs extend. 4 pulses. And slowly reaching those arms and legs back. So that's our little combo. 4 pulses, legs and arms extend. Okay, if you're doing it on those elbows, okay, we can have those feet up and we're pulsing those legs for 4 and then slowly extending them out. 4 pulses up and down and then extending them out. So you can choose which level you want to work at. That's it. Let's go 4 more. And 1 more. and coming down. Rightio, we're going to go into our glute bridge. Actually, sorry, no, we're going to come onto our belly. Okay, we're going to work onto our back. Okay, so we're just going to lift that chest up. Those arms are going to come forward. Okay, and we're just circling those arms around, kind of like a windscreen wiper. Okay, keeping that chest up off the ground as we circle those arms around out to the side. Really thinking about squeezing in between those shoulder blades. Okay, as we circle those arms out and around. Trying to keep that chest up into the air, not letting it come down too low. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. And next one's going to be, okay, so we're going to have those fingertips on the ground. We're going to push up with those fingertips, okay, lifting up those arms. Fingertips come down, lowering that head down. Pushing up with the fingertips, keeping that chest up, lifting up those arms, fingertips and head. So really working in our back here, in those shoulders. That's it. Pushing up through the fingertips, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting those arms, feeling it in that upper back and lower back as we lift that chest up off the ground. Let's go 4 more. See if you can come up a little bit higher. Squeeze those shoulder blades a little bit more. Last 2. And 1 more. And slowly coming down. Rightio, we're going to roll over onto our side. We're going to go into our glute bridge to finish off with our back. So lying down our back, okay, feet are planted down on the ground. We're going to slowly push up with those hips. We're going to bring those hands underneath our back, locking those hands in together. Really holding here, squeezing those glutes. And holding here, nice deep breath. So inhale through that nose, exhale through that mouth. And then hold here for about 20 seconds. Really trying to make sure that we keep that butt up off the ground. And when you're ready, you're going to extend 1 foot up towards the ceiling, bend that knee, coming down. Other knee comes up. Extend that leg, bend that knee, coming down. So we're alternating those legs. Okay, we lift it up, bent, extend that leg straight, bend that knee, lowering down while we try and maintain that butt up in the air the entire time. That's it. Let's go 2 more on each leg, really squeezing those glutes. Last one either side. And 1 more. And feet down. I'm just going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down, extending those legs out nice and straight. And we're going to finish here in our corpse pose. And I'm just going to run you through just a short meditation body scan. So just staying lying down on your back. Okay, body nice and straight. So just allow yourself, allow your body to settle into a comfortable position. We can either close our eyes or keep them slightly open. So begin by taking a full breath in and a long breath out. Now bringing awareness to the top of your body, your head, face, neck, and shoulders. Noticing any sensations, movements, any places of holding. Now moving down to the arms and the hands. Sensing the back of the body, the front of the body. Sensing your upper legs, your lower legs, and your feet. Noticing if there are any particular places that call out for attention. Places where sensations feel most vibrant or dynamic. Scanning to see if there are places where there's a lack of sensations or only very faint sensations. Now sensing the whole body breathing. One complete organism. So finishing with a nice, full, deep breath and a long breath out. Slowly start to wiggle those toes, wriggling those fingers. And when you're ready, slowly rolling onto the side and bringing yourself up into a comfortable seated position, crossing those legs, hands on those knees. And you can just stay here with your eyes closed. It's going to do 5 nice big breaths in and out. Slowing that body down. My quote that I'm going to leave you with today, the little gratitude quote. So at times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have light in the flame within us. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.